US President Donald Trump says that many elements of a peace agreement in Ukraine have been agreed with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin.
Absolutely, and this is ahead of their phone call on Tuesday. In a post on social media, Trump, however, acknowledged that much remains to be worked upon. The U.S. president wrote each week brings 2,500 soldiers' deaths from both sides, highlighting the need for the war to end now.
Earlier, when asked what concessions were being considered in the ceasefire negotiations, Trump said they'll be talking about land. Listen to this.
We'll be talking about land. We'll be talking about power plants. That's up, it's a big question. But I think we have a lot of it already discussed very much by both sides.
The White House sounded positive on the eve of the phone call with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, telling reporters that peace in Ukraine has never been closer.
I won't get ahead of those negotiations, but I can say we are on the 10th yard line of peace, and we've never been closer to a peace deal than we are in this moment. And the president, as you know, is determined to get one done.
When asked as to what the talks might cover, Leavitt also said a discussion over a power plant on the border of Russia and Ukraine was likely.
The facility is most likely the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, which is the largest in Europe. It has been occupied by Russian forces since March 2022, and fears of a nuclear accident have persisted due to fighting in the area.
There's a power plant that is on the border of Russia and Ukraine that was up for discussion with the Ukrainians, and he will address it in his call with Putin tomorrow.
The Kremlin, on the other hand, declined to comment on what the leaders would be discussing, with spokesperson Dmitry Peskov saying, "We never do that."
Ahead of the phone call, Ukrainian President Zelensky accused Putin of prolonging the war. In his nightly address, Zelensky said that the proposal could have been implemented long ago, adding that every day in wartime means human lives.
Zelensky's statement comes as the UK and France have urged Putin to prove he wants a peace deal with Ukraine. French President Emmanuel Macron lauded the courage of Ukraine in agreeing to a ceasefire proposal and challenged Russia to do the same. Now, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer said now is the moment to keep driving towards the outcome everyone wants to see. Their statements come as military chiefs of about 30 countries are all set to hold fresh operational planning meetings in London to game out how they would commit peacekeeping troops to a post-war Ukraine.
And this, even as things remain tense on the battlefield. On Monday, Russia claimed its forces have captured Stepov, a village in Ukraine's southern Zaporizhzhia region, although open-source battlefield maps show it outside Moscow's control.
Russia is all pumped up since its forces ousted Ukrainian troops from the Kursk region. Moscow last week retook the main town that Ukraine seized in its summer 2024 incursion, Sudzha, and swathes of areas around it as well. Russia has said that it has moved several hundred civilians that were previously trapped in Kiev-held areas.